Yo! Welcome back to another week, another segment to Express Yourself.
Express yourself.
Yes, sir. It's your boy G Butters.
Yeah. Hey, Waze. And Rafa.
Yes, sir. We got a guest today. We're back with season 1, episode 6.
Yeah.
So today, as you guys can see, we got a guest, my boy Rafa. So today's topic, what he wanted to talk about was just basically just life.
Yeah.
So, as far as life, like, do you have anything in specific you want to touch on, or like what we think about life, or what you want to talk about, what you want to cover?
What you guys think about life? Because I want to
Great question.
know what just learn a little bit.
Like learn?
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit. Life to me, I'm gonna break it off then. Fuck it, because I have the mic, so fuck it. So life to me is basically, it's just, I feel like we all have different patterns in life, or different circumstances that makes us who we are today. So as far as me, like, we all have obstacle courses. So like me, you're gonna learn more about him today. Like me, you know a little bit because you work with me and we at work. That's how we met. But as far as me, I was born in Chicago. I was raised over there. So my mentality isn't the same as most people from here, because I feel like this is a smaller city, and just the way of life here and the way of certain shit here is way different to like how it is in Chicago. It's just like my mind frame growing up was just, it was different. Like, ain't shit sweet out there compared to here. Like, out there you can't go past a certain block at certain times. You can't wear certain colors in certain streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was different shit growing up that, you know, when I moved over here, it was a game changer. Like, everything was different. So my life compared to others is just different because I done seen like the bad. Like, I had the opposite where it's like I seen all the bad first. I got to see, like, hear gunshots, cop sirens, like gun sirens, and I mean cop sirens and ambulance sirens. The sirens was just, it was normal to me. Like, here you hear and you be like, oh shit, something happened. To me over there, it was just like, it was part of your day. Like, you heard sirens all day. So it's just like, it molded me into a person where it's just like, my way of thinking over there was like, I don't know when my last day is. I don't know if today's my last day. Because you walk out that door and it's just like, since over there is so close, everything's so like close, like streets or like grocery, like corner stores and shit like that, or bodegas and shit like that. Your parents don't have time to like drive you everywhere, so you take buses or you take trains, and or you walk everywhere, and it's just like, you don't know when your last day is. So it's just like, at least for as far as my life, it's just like I had all the like the bad shit happen first, and then I moved over here, and it's just like, it sucked because like over here, everything, like, you need a fucking car to like drive from point A to point B.
Yeah.
So as far as my life, like, my life has been pretty good, as I should say. Like, I can't complain. Like, I always say, there's a saying in Spanish where it's just like, um, in Spanish it's like, ¿pa qué te quejas si puede ser peor? You know what I'm saying? Meaning like, why complain when it could be worse? You know what I'm saying? So, like, it could be worse. Like, you think you have it bad, but there's people out there that have it worse. So when I moved out here, it's just like, damn, like, and not just that, but the way of living over there is different. Like, over there is just like, my parents barely made ends meet. Like, where it's just like, I barely had like food, or like we would eat like fucking ramen noodles every day, or like canned tuna, or like, you know, the cheap shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't have the luxury to be like, oh, I want pizza. Oh, I want McDonald's. Oh, I want fast food. Oh, I want like takeout. I want carry out. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had none of that shit. Like, at least me growing up. And it's just like, I moved here and it's just like, I started seeing my parents, like, yeah, they made less money here than they did over there, but the living, like, the cost of living here is way cheaper than what it was over there. Talking about like, as far as like, and I was still a kid. Like, when I moved over here, I was like a teenager. I was like 13. I ain't know. Like, I knew what like bills and shit were, but it's just like, they had to pay less money over here for like rent, less on bills, less on shit. So it just like made me realize like, like, damn, we're making less money over here, but we live better. You know what I'm saying? And that, no, you good. And then that just makes that just changed my mindset on everything too, because it's like, damn, it's not about the luxury stuff or like what you eat or what you don't have or what you got. It's just like the way of living is more important than what you got. So it's just like at that point in time, I remember when we first like when we was living in Chicago, I would tell my parents like, "Damn, I need a new pair of shoes. I need new this. I need new that." And it's just like they were barely. I was barely getting enough to like they were barely making enough for me to eat, and here I was asking for like more shit, like for luxury shit. Yep. And being unappreciative and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, being unappreciative and shit. All the time to my mom. I was like, bro, what you mean you can't get it? Like, yeah. I ain't got the money. Exactly. And like me when I was a younger kid, I ain't see life like that. You know what I'm saying? No. So now looking back at it, it's just like, and then when I moved here, that's when it hit me. I was like, damn, bro, I had it way better than what I thought. Like they made like. Did it ever make you feel like you don't love me because you ain't getting it? I just felt well. Me is like, well, you have sisters too, like younger sisters. Yeah, but like me, I felt like where it's just like I was like, damn, you're giving all the attention to my sister instead of me. Like you giving her shit and not me. Like she's taking away from my stuff. So like there was a time where I was just like not jealous, but in a way I would envy like my sister. I'd be like, damn, like she's getting all this shit that I could have been had. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like as far as that growing up and shit, life to me has been it's been bad to good because like I said, I'm mature enough and I have the mind frame where it's just like I'll go back and look and it's just like I'm appreciative of all that because yeah, my parents never growing up. I didn't have all the fucking Jordans. I didn't have all the best clothes or brand names or any of that shit. And then I started working since I was 15. Like I've told you, that story where I started working at 15. And it's just like I started buying all the shoes. I started buying all the clothes because I was like, to me, it was more of like I ain't never had that shit. So now that I have my own money, I could get it. But yeah, but that's like how I told you that one day when you was blowing when you was blowing your check, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get it on this and this, and I would tell you be like I was been there, done that. Like don't blow all your money because later on and later on in life, like that's how I try to tell you that like and like I get it. Like I told you before, I'm like I'm not gonna like keep dwelling on you or tell you repeatedly because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna knock you from that experience of learning. Why? Because if you're not listening to my advice, sooner or later when you get older or you might realize it's quicker than what I did, you're gonna be like, damn, you know what? He was right. I should have saved up and got a house. I should have saved up and got a car. I should have saved up and got something else or had money in the bank for this rainy day instead of buying all the shoes. Because at the end of the day, it's just like I feel like we buy all our shit and like when we first get a job and all this because like we never had it. So like now that you could get it, you want it. But then when you grow up and you realize like, damn, if I never would have blown all that money when I was younger, you'd have your own crib or you'd have your own whatever it is you might need. But it's crazy. Like now looking at life, like I'm 27 years old, and it's just like looking back, it's just like damn, like from my mind frame thinking like since I was like my son's age now 6, so when I was like 13 when I moved here, then when I was 18, so when I was 21 when my son was born, so when I turned 25 to like now, it's just I'm progressively getting wiser, smarter, and not just that, but I look at life different. Where it's just like all my experiences is more like I just look at it where it's just like like how you were saying. Sometimes you overthink shit. Mm-hmm. I'm an overthinker too, but I know how to catch myself. Sometimes thinkers don't know when to stop, and that's why it's called overthinking. Because you just overthinking, and then you think over that, and then over that, and it just sometimes because I had that problem too, but I'm to the point where like it's easy for me where I'm thinking something, I'm like I catch myself. You know what I'm saying? I catch myself. You can have I think you can have a stage and you overthink for sure. Yeah. Overthinking a lot. I'm talking about a lot. It's overwhelming because how much you overthink. So I agree with that too. No, but yeah, so it's just like now looking back at it, like how I look at life is just like I said, it changed from when I was 6 to like now because like I said, I have a son now, so it's just like my son's 6. You know what I'm saying? And not just that, like I could think back to when I was 6 and how I used to think. I could think about when I was 13 because that's when I moved here. I could think when I turned 18 because that's when we graduated high school. So that's why I could look back at every age year because there was an what's gonna call it life event that makes me remember that circumstance. So it's like again when I was 6, it's because I started first grade and I was in Chicago. Then we moved here when I was 13. That was middle school. I remember sixth grade. I was halfway through sixth grade year. And then I remember 18 because that's when we graduated with me and him. I remember 21 because that's how old I was when my son was born. I remember 25 because that's when I like got I think my second my yeah my no yeah my second car, and both every car I done got I've paid off by myself with all my money and all that shit. So everything I've ever got is all been mine. My parents never got me anything. Not like throwing shade or anything. It's just more like they taught me that like anything I want I got to get on my own. You know what I'm saying? And then now I'm 27, and like I said, I have my own son. So it's just like I look at life different because now I just don't ever think about me. So that's why like when you ask me shit sometimes at work or I be telling you reflection of shit, I don't tell you as the me now. I tell you as the me like because I was once in your shoes. Like I was once your age. I was once doing the same shit you were going through. You know what I'm saying? Like you just realize that now. Where it's like bro, you could ask him, bro. Like, and I've told you before too, bro. My whole house, like my room. If you go inside my room, like half a wall is literally just boxes of shoes. I have hella shoes, like a lot of shoes. For real. He used to have a really like a fetish for them. Like, he used to be really, really big on shoes. Like my sneaker game was like, yeah. He talking about sneaker game, yeah. G Butters was, yeah. He was all day with it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, all day. Buy a lot of shoes. He was like big on shoes, especially J's. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you got into several other shit too, though. Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like now, it's just like I don't buy any of that shit. Like I have me saying something like, oh, I know they're coming out and shit, but I don't ever get them. Like it's just not because it's like that's not a priority to me no more. Mm-hmm. Life to me is just like now my way of thinking is like it's my son. Like if he wants a new J's, I'm gonna get him for him. You know what I'm saying? It's not about me first no more. It's about him. Mm. So that's why I'm saying like that's at least my life of thinking. But that's why like when I advise you or anyone listening, like if you ever got questions, like I'll always answer them, but like I'll put myself in your shoes because I was once there. Yeah. I'm not gonna answer how my age now because if I were to answer you how I tell you, I'd be like, nah, bro, you being selfish. And I don't know the bigger picture of it. It's like I was once in your shoes, bro. Like at your age, my parents never bought me all that growing up. Maybe your parents didn't buy you that shit growing up. So now that you got the money you want to do, and that's why I understand because I was there too. So I don't be tripping. Like I just gave you the advice, like yo, like you could buy here shoes here and there, but just save up your money. That's the only advice I could give you. That's how I would tell you. Like that's the only advice I could give you because I was once in your shoes, where it's like I was blowing it on clothes, blowing it on shoes. So that's what I'm saying. But I always put myself in your shoes in that time frame when I was in that. I'm not ever telling you an opinion on my age now because if I was in my age now, that's why like some people that are older, they be bitter or they be like hating type shit. You know what I'm saying? Or they be like, "Oh, you young kids don't know what y'all doing. This, and this." And it's like, no, I'm not gonna tell you that because I was once in your shoes. I was once that 16, 15-year old blowing my money on shoes, clothes, and all that. So I'm giving you advice of like when I was in your shoes. I'm not gonna give you advice now because, like I said, my priority is I have a son. It's my son. Your priority is you got no priorities. Your priority is just going to school and working and your sports. As far as me, it's just like I got my bills to pay. I got my son. I got I play sports too and shit like that. But I got my responsibilities I got to do. And then not just that, but at work you see it. I'm a manager. It's not just like at work. It's not just me. I gotta worry about what you doing, what the other person is doing. I gotta tell you what to do, what the other person is doing. Or I always ask you what y'all doing. I gotta tell you, him, and him. Like let's do this. I break it, up, and that should be stressful too. You know what I'm saying? But that's why, like, at least life to me, like I said, like when I grew up, growing up to now, it's just different. But it's always good to look back on it to see how much you've grown. That's my first take on like what I think of it. Fuck with it. Man, that's great. Um, Life for me, bro. My best way to put it is like
it really can be what you make of it. It's like just accept, like, don't ever get too hard on yourself. Like, I feel like life can be hard, but it's all in your mind though. Like how hard it actually is, right? So once you face challenges or difficulties, if you actually just be like, if you just take a step back from whatever the challenge is or whatever is, that's hard at that moment. If you just take a step back and be like, breathe, you know, um, I'm pretty sure, like, we can be realistic. Like he was just saying, he's been in your shoes. Somebody that had a similar problem that I'm experiencing right now. So if I really don't have answers to it, I could ask, I could do some research, or I could just go with my best, what the knowledge that I have. And when you do that, whatever you do decide to do, even if you do all of them, live with your mistakes. It's okay. Like that's one of my biggest things I learned from life is to learn from your mistakes. Like that's it. Make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. Make them. I don't, man, it's not bad at all. Fuck it. It is what it is life. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna fuck up. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do some shit that you never thought you would ever do. You'd be like, damn, that's not even me. You know what I'm saying? Man, that shit happens, bro. Like learn from your mistakes and embrace them. Like once I figure out a mistake I got or a flaw or whatever, like just always ways, bro. That's what I stand on, man. Like I'm just trying to figure out a way to not make that same mistake again. You know what I mean? But we are human, so you still might make that mistake again, and actually might make it multiple more times. But don't give up on yourself. You can't give up on yourself, and that's the next step. Like you have to make mistakes, whether it's the same mistake over and over again or whatever it is. Don't give up on yourself. You just can never give up on yourself, ever. Like you just can't. You can't be like life's so hard that I don't want to do this. It's okay to feel that way, but don't let that feeling conquer you. Because it is a feeling. It is a feeling. You do feel that way. It's not even saying that the feeling ain't valid. It's real. You really feel that way. But there's a lot of shit that you can really cherish in life, like whether it be your family members, close friends, big brothers, sisters, whatever you have, whoever you have in your life. And shit, even having a job is something to be appreciative of. To be really real, several people that are looking for jobs and can't find one. You know what I mean? You see homeless outside all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's just there's so much shit to be appreciative of that can read that pretty much if you look at the shit you do have instead of like what you don't have, like you can really just start like how I say it. It adds value to your life because now you feel more valuable. You're like, you know what? I do actually have this. I do have this. I don't have that, but if it's actually something you want, there's nothing wrong with like reaching for it. Reaching for it. Like let's just say let's go back to you guys were talking about shoes, right? There's nothing wrong with having a hobby like shoes is your hobby. It's like a hobby almost, like buying shoes, or like getting the coolest shoes ever. That's your hobby. There's nothing wrong with it. But especially as you get older, it's all about priorities now. So now it's like, yeah, I got J's. I want some J's. They about to come out, right? Or whatever shoes it is. It don't matter. I'm just gonna use J's as an example. Some J's about to come out, but I got a bill that's due. Which one should I do? You get what I'm saying? So that
Yeah.
them are the decisions that's gonna start coming. I mean, them are the decisions that you're gonna start having to make. And the way you answer that can either make the way you do it can either make your life harder or easier. If you like, you know what, I'm choosing to go get some J's. Boom. Now you could possibly face a disconnect on a bill. Let's say it was a light bill. Maybe your lights go off. You know what I'm saying? It could lead to that. You know what I mean? Because you chose J's that month. You know, but it's just stuff like that. But it's so just make sure your priorities. You take your priorities serious. Whatever your responsibilities. I don't have kids. He does. Again, he's thinking for his kids, right? He's going to have to. He's going to think about little Miguel every time. Anything is, his money is Miguel's money. You know what I mean? It's part of him. That's just what it is because that's his son. So me, I don't have no son, but I have. I mean, it's me, my woman, my mom, my. I got sisters. I have nieces and nephews. And I'm one of my mom's 7 kids that is actually in a great financial situation. Out of all my mom's 7 kids, I'm probably in the best situation. You know what I mean? So with that being said, that comes with responsibility. Again, so you're gonna make sacrifices. With responsibilities, you make sacrifices. This ain't the time for no shoes. I don't actually need shoes. Let me look at my feet. Oh shit, I got shoes. I don't really need these. Ain't in bad condition. You know what I mean? So what do I really need? Do I need them or I want them? So you start separating your needs and your wants. I don't really need those. I do like them. I want them. There's nothing wrong with that at all. There's not. There's really nothing wrong with wanting them. Cool. Acknowledge that. If I want them, if I really want them, either I'm gonna have to put in more work to make sure I have money for my priorities and still be able to buy the shoes. Or maybe you can't pick up overtime, whatever. Maybe this is just your hours. You just all you can do. Cool. Um, I just gotta wait to buy them. Maybe I'm just gonna buy them late. If they sell out, then I just have to wait for the next pair. It's all types. You just gotta be. It's always ways, bro. You just gotta be open to all that, man. But priorities is gonna be big, man. Priorities is gonna be big. How you handle your priorities and your responsibilities is gonna dictate how hard your life can be. You gotta really be willing to just not care about wants sometimes, like real shit. Like I literally be acknowledging my wants. I'd be like, oh, I want that, and I will never get it. That's it. I literally just out say it out loud and never get it because that's it, and that looks nice, and boom, that's good. That satisfies me because now I expressed it. It was real, but also no, I don't think it's actually worth it. Like for me, one thing that I'll do that with a lot is like cars. I'll see some fancy cars, right? And it'd be really nice. Damn, that's a nice ass car. I don't think that car is worth the money that they're asking for. So I'll never buy that car. I don't give a fuck how much money I actually get because of my poor upbringings. I couldn't spend that money on that car. I would be too worried about. I just know somebody else. I could use that money to help put my family in a better position. And even if I had enough money to put my family in a better position and still have enough money for that car, I won't buy that car because now I'm thinking even further. I could put something in my community to make other people's families do better. So that's how I'm thinking. It's just because it's the way I grew up. I grew up very very poor. I didn't have shit. Like he was saying, like just growing up not having shit. You just it's different once you actually start realizing like I can have shit if I want to now. Like I have my own shit. Like I have my own crib. I got my own cars I own. You know what I mean? Blessed to have 2 cars that I own. You know what I mean? I got anything I got, then they're paid for. You know what I mean? Like that's it. And it's a blessing. But it's just like I don't know, man. You get older, you might. I mean, your wants. You just might notice your wants might just start lessening. Like you just might start wanting shit less. Like you really just might. But it's character though. I'm not gonna say. I mean, everybody's different. So just regardless, whatever you are, whatever you do, man. I think number one thing with life, on top of all that, because I didn't even speak on that was all like personal for yourself. So now we got to really start tapping into one of the biggest elements is I feel like people. So people, I mean, like I do believe in treat people how you want to be treated or better. You know what I mean? Because when I mean better, it's just like nah, don't treat people how you want to be treated. Like, don't necessarily like that's not maybe that's not enough. Like go a little extra mile for people every now and then. You know what I mean? Go that extra mile for people. Just go like, what do you need? And then actually go in and help them. You know what I mean? Go take time out your day to help them instead of just giving them money for them to do it themselves. You know what I mean? Do the extra mile sometimes. People, that's so that's treating people better than maybe you're getting treated. You know what I mean? Because maybe you feel like people don't help you like that. You know what I'm saying? So treat people how you want to be treated or better. And then surround yourself with people that you can learn from, people that are real as fuck. To my motherfuckers is gonna tell you when you fucking up, or tell you when they don't fuck with, like when they don't like what you're doing. Um, that's the best. Like I ain't gonna lie, that's then like the biggest like trick to life, like real shit. If you can have people in your life that just having people in your life that's just really real with you all the fucking time. That's the trick. Like that's the trick. Don't run from those type of people. If people tell you something, you got mad because you took a little bit more personal because they're like, bro, you're fucking like he said. Let's just say if he said, bro, you're selfish, bro. You don't need to do that, bro. You can be doing this with your money. That's just some stuff. If he said that, think about it. At the end of the day, they don't put money in his pockets to say that. You're not he. It's not his money, and your decision don't even affect him. But he's saying that because he cares about you. So just keep people like that around because that means they genuinely care about you and you being better and you doing better and what's best for you. So just be really choosy with who you have in your life. I think that's big. Just be really choosy on who you want in your life. Don't accept people that put you down or like bring you down or um that distract you from achieving what you want to do in life. Like if you like, man, I really want to be this, whatever, right? I mean, what's something you want to do?
I don't know. Yeah, I gotta think. It's
How,
like
how old are you right now?
Hmm?
How old are you?
16.
16. That's awesome, man. So you're the youngest that's ever been on the show. To be honest, that's awesome. So you're 16 years old. There's nothing wrong with not knowing what you want to do. Fuck, you're 16. You know what I mean? None of us did. I know the fuck I want to do. I love basketball back then, and I mean nowadays I am still doing something with basketball. Gratefully, I found a way, always ways. But um, at 16 years old, it's still important, man. Like you, you just the people you're around. If because 16 is flirting with immaturity. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. It's flirting with immaturity. There's a few 16-year-old that are mature, but then you have the ones that just want to play all damn day and laugh at everything and make fun of people. And I'm gonna say it's normal. Everybody did at 16. I think all that it was very normal. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, can you balance? Now you got balance. So being able to do that, but also again your priorities. What do you have to do? Whether it's going back home, helping your mama do the trash, whatever your chores are that she might have for you. Cleaning up this, clean up shit, keeping your room clean, you know what I'm saying? Getting your homework done. Shit like that. All that shit matters, bro. Don't let nobody your right friends, your right people in your life will not take that shit out of you, away from you, or keep you from doing that. They're gonna encourage you to do that. And if they like the really, really dope ones, on some real shit, the really, really dope ones, you'll be like, yo, let's go do this. And they'll be like, bro, did you ever do your assignment? Or did you and you'd be like, nah, I'll do it later. Nah, bro, fuck that. Bro, we can play later. Like go do your fucking work. Now them different. Them friends different. They really, really want what's best for you. So just some shit to think about. But yeah. That's my first take on life too. You got any thoughts, opinions?
No, I just wanted to know a little bit more, like what's coming in for me for life from like people that are older. I just want to hear your.
All right, so yeah, I want to answer. So to add to what I was thinking, too, as he was saying something that I was gonna say too. So answering your question, I was gonna bring it up anyways too. Was that all right? So basically, like I said, my mind frame has from thinking from like the age group I've been going, but it's just like how he was saying, you're 16, bro. You're still young. I could still think back when I was 16. He could think back when he was 16, but it's just like me when I was 16, looking back at 16 now, and he's here to clarify it now. It's just like you see me at work, how I'm loud and all that shit, or like how I have self confidence and all that. I didn't have that shit when he first met me.
He was not like that.
I was like, I was like dead ass quiet.
Quiet.
I was just focused on like myself. I just focused on myself. Like I was the type of person who was just like, I go do what I got to do and leave. That was just my agenda every day. That was my motto. I meet ends meet and leave. That's just how I thought. I was like,
he'll talk to you if you said something to him, but other than that,
yeah,
he most likely would never start a conversation.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So if I could give you advice on that, on any of that, it's just like, just do what you want. Just like how Nike says, just do it. Whatever you want to do, just do it. If you want to fucking like how he was saying too. Fuck with your friends. Think if they make fun of you or do whatever, those aren't really your friends.
I'm just being honest. They're really just
They're not really your
bro.
friends, bro. Like if
And,
they're
and
gonna make
it
fun of
might
you,
not make you comfortable. I'm sorry, but it might not make you comfortable right now to like look at it like that because you really might enjoy them. It might
yeah,
be fun. There's nothing wrong with that, but like just really look at like your friends really do want your real friends want what's best for you, and they're
mm-hmm.
gonna not never they will not be upset with you making a decision that's bettering you. Like you said, if you like I can't because I gotta go to work or I can't because I got homework, your friend will never hold that against you. That's
Right,
priorities.
exactly. So like what I was getting to is just like shit. Let's say you want to fucking join the swim team or
There you
whatever,
go.
and your friends be like, "What the fuck? Who swims, bro? That's for girls
There you go.
or
No
whatever." You
real
know what I'm
shit.
saying?
That's the type of shit. Yeah.
But then now you turn 25, 28, like or 27, like me. You graduated, you already lived life, and now you're like looking back, like how I'm looking back and shit now, and you'd be like, damn, what if I would have joined the swim team?
Man, I was actually
How
dope at
different would it have
swimming.
been me? Yeah, I was actually good at swimming.
I was
Look
actually
how
dope at
much I
swimming.
enjoyed. I never got to really further my passion for it because I was too afraid of what my friends thought, or I was too embarrassed to hear my friends talk bad about me or all that shit. Like the best thing I could tell you is just be yourself and do what you want to do because later on in life when you go back, that's something there's no price on time. There's no way you could get that shit back.
Never.
There's no way you could get more of it. There's just time is something that it's the most expensive thing in life because you never get it back. It's priceless.
Mm-hmm.
So all I could advise you is just like with that is just like do what you want to do. Like how I would tell you, like I jokingly tell you at work, be like bro, you 16, go talk to this girl or do this. Don't be afraid. This, and this. Because bro, at the end of the day, when you get older, you're gonna be like, damn, what if I would have had the confidence to talk to them when I was younger? Because like I said, look at me now. Like the person I was now, I wasn't like that in high school. Did I talk to certain girls here and there? Yeah, but if I would have been the man I am like now, like how I look at shit now, how I am like confident in myself now, when I was younger, I probably would have had way more. But that's what I'm saying. Like, don't don't miss out on opportunities because you're too afraid to do them.
Hell yeah.
Like just like how I said, do it like Nike, bro. Just do it.
So I said, like, yeah, just don't be scared to make mistakes, bro. Like
Yeah,
real
don't
shit,
be.
just do that shit, bro. Like you're gonna fuck up, bro. I promise you are not going to avoid ever fuck. I've never met nobody that never fucked up. Never. I've never. I mean, fuck. I'm talking about. I never met nobody that never fucked up more than 10 times. Everybody fuck up hella times,
Yeah, ain't
and you're
nobody
gonna. It's
perfect.
just no.
And then the other thing that I could tell you is just like you, like I ain't gonna stun. Like you remind me a lot of like my boys, like my closest friends.
Mm.
Like some of them like that I play soccer with, like Edward, Fat Boy, and all them. But like like their cousin, Henry and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like them, like you remind me a lot of them because when I met them, they were your age.
Yeah.
And I see something in all y'all that like how you says like it's dope how young people like I attract like it sounds weird but like I attract like younger people like they look up to me type shit more. But it's just like you as like I tell you like that's always when I talk to you I talk to you like sometimes like yeah we joke around but then sometimes I'm like nah yo like I talk to you seriously and shit because it's like your mind frame and your mindset is different compared to everybody else's and what I was gonna say is just like
It's a great compliment.
don't be afraid to ask questions. You have something that you want to learn. It's like now you're asking us about life. You want to learn how we look at life, how we tackle life, and all that because you want to be better. You want to grow better, and I could see that in you. And not just that, but it's just like the advice I give all y'all is just like ask people that are older questions and actually listen. Why? Because well, you're gonna leave here today. You heard what I said. You're gonna hear what he said. But you're gonna take what you want to take out from what I said and what he said. You're not gonna take everything I said. You're not gonna take everything he said. And I'm not telling you everything I said is right, and he's not telling you everything he said is right. You're gonna take bits and pieces of both of us, and you're gonna put that into your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So the best advice I could ask people is to like always ask because like how I said, like you're younger now, and we done been there, done that, and it's just like how I always tell him, like my son when he grows old, like older, he's gonna be way more ahead of the game than me because I'm gonna put him on everything. Same with you. You're asking questions. A lot of people your age, they don't ask these type of questions that you're asking. They don't care about. Well, I'm not saying that it's not they don't care, but it's just like they're not looking at life right now. Their mindset is on how I used to be like get ends meet and leave. You're already thinking like mature. It's like this. When you first started working at our job, you was like, I ain't want to be home for the summer. Like I was trying to get out and get a job, get my money for like to go because you had like goals. You knew you was gonna go to Mexico. You wanted to have money, like to get shit like that. You're already ahead of the game because most people your age are what the fuck they doing right now?
Chilling on the game.
Chilling on the game, chilling, playing outside,
That's really what they're doing.
playing outside, or just enjoying their summer, like sleeping in, being lazy.
Yeah, straight up.
You know what I'm saying? And you're ahead of
could be doing little drugs.
yeah, and you're ahead of the game because you're waking up early every day to go to work at 8. You making money. You know what I'm saying? You go to soccer practice after work. You know, you got your responsibilities. Where as far as like a lot of people your age, they ain't doing shit. Their mindset is just like, I'm not in school right now. I'm gonna do whatever I want. Shit, bro. School's right around, knocking right around the corner, bro. Y'all about to go back to school, and it's just like what they do all summer, what they got to show, what they did all summer. Nah, shit. What you got to show? You got money. You enjoyed it. You bought what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? And not just that, but it's like I always tell people, whether the job you have, it teaches you something. Whether you big or small, it teaches you something. Like you at work, there's certain shits like how I always joke around where I tell you I'm not eternal. I'm gonna die one day, so I can't give you advice. Nah, cause like I say it in Spanish, it's like I'd be like I'm not like no toda toda la vida, meaning I'm not gonna last you a lifetime. I'm not eternal. I'm bound to die one day. So like you need to learn. So like when I teach them something, it's just like I always tell them like I'm not eternal. I'm bound to die one day. No, I'm not eternal.
Oh, I'm not eternal. Yeah. Okay, I don't last forever.
I don't last forever. I'm bound to die or leave one day.
Yeah. So learn this shit right
So
now.
learn this shit now. So that's why I tell them. So it's just like how I tell you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like you at work from the day, and I always tell you this all the time. From the day you started to what you are now, bro, you way better than what you once were. Like, I don't gotta tell you a lot of shit. I don't gotta like be behind you telling you what to do. It's like you got the hang of it. So that's what I'm saying. Like it teaches you something. Like you become more responsible. Like you haven't been late. You're always punctual. Like you're more like up to date on shit. You ask more questions. You just do shit on your own now. You know what I'm saying? So you've learned. Like it's taught you that. So now turn that work experience into life. So now when you're in school, it's just like how you ask questions at work. Don't be afraid to ask questions in school. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're in practice, just like how at work, sometimes you tell me like, oh, but why don't we do this instead? Like sometimes you're like, but why do you do it this way? Why can't we just do it this way? And you give me some ideas. Same at work or same in the sport or same in the soccer thing. You could be and you could tell your coach like, oh, but my playing style is like this. What if we do this, this, and this? Or you're in school, or like, or just ask questions or give suggestions. It's gonna make you better. That's what I'm saying. Like take your experiences from work and put them into your everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold work as just work. Like use those skills like to outside. It's like how I said, like me, what I used at work, like how he said, I was quiet in school. You can't be quiet at our job. And you know that because we got to talk to customers. We got to talk to the people there. Like if you're quiet, like you're not gonna be able to work there. Straight up, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's a skill that I took from work and I put it in my everyday life. Like now he sees it. Like I talk, I could have a conversation all day. So like that's what I'm saying. Like work teaches you certain things. You just gotta bring it into your daily life. So that's the only thing I could add on from like what we were saying, like how you were saying, like life now, like life to me is just like I've always asked these questions. And like I said, I don't know your relationship with your parents. My relationship with my parents has always been good. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's been great, but it's always been good where I could have a conversation with them. Same with you. You ever have a conversation like whoever you're close with? It doesn't have to be your dad. It doesn't have to be your mom. It could be both. Or it could be either or the other. Or if you're not comfortable with either of them, ask one of your uncles you're cool with. just ask them like what you're asking us. Ask them, and they'll give you. You'd be surprised what they tell you too. Because like I said, everyone's life is different. What I've been through, your uncle could have been through something else, and he could put you on more game than what I just did. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just he's been through more than what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I could say. Like to add on is just like don't be afraid to ask questions.
No,
Don't be
bro.
afraid to learn.
It don't make you dumb.
Yeah,
That don't make you dumb. That actually makes you very smart.
and don't be afraid to
Ask
don't be
questions that
afraid
you
to
don't
grow.
know.
And don't be afraid to grow. What I mean by don't be afraid to grow is just like you know by you not asking all those questions or by you not putting yourself in scenarios or situations to like fail and shit like that, you're stopping your growth.
Yeah.
Your own fear of shit is stopping you. And at the end of the day, if you look at it, the only one stopping you is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Don't be afraid to do any of that shit. Like just go for it, bro. Like just do it. Like I've been saying, like just like Nike, just do it. Just go for it. Don't be afraid. Because like I said, I done been there. I done done that. If I could go back in time, I'd give myself that advice too.
Yeah.
And the advice I'd given you is not any just cheap ass advice. Anything like that's some advice I'd give my son. Like go do it, bro. Like I was once in your shoes. Like go do everything you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving you just advice to like half ass or anything. Like no, that's some advice I'd give my son too. Because it's like I done been there and done that. I was the quiet kid. Like my son, he's loud as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I
that's
was
like
never
a
like that.
that's a normal kid thing.
No, yeah, it's a normal kid thing, but it's just like you can see his personality is like mine and his mother's. So that's what I'm saying. Like his personality is just like ours. So as he gets older, like yeah, there's got to be a point in time where I got to be like, yo, you got to chill out. But also just keep him from because he's like how you're saying he's a kid. He's gonna grow. A lot of times, parents don't realize that, but by sometimes trying to tell your kids what to do, but like tell them no, you're not supposed to do that, this, and this. Some kids are obedient where like they listen and they stop that. So like when they do grow, they don't know how to go back to that because they look at it like fuck. Now my parents want something that was bad, so they don't do it. So you just got to be careful with what you say. Like with like me and my son, like sometimes I'll be like, "Yo, you're not old enough for that yet. Can't be saying that stuff right now." Because it's like at the end of the day, it's like when we were younger, they're gonna be like, "Yo, you're not supposed to cuss." We cuss all the time.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But how we say there's a time and a place.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, just go out there and just let yourself out. And like how this show is called, just express yourself. Like, just be yourself. Be who you are.
Yeah, never stop being who you are, bro.
Like that as
Man,
like
straight up,
the
bro.
the person
That's
you
your
are.
gift.
Yeah, that exactly. That's all I say. The person you are. There's not another Rafa.
Nope.
Well, there's a lot of guys named Rafa or Rafael, but there's not a Rafa like you. There's not a you.
Yeah.
There's not no one like you, bro.
You ain't gotta ever act like somebody else, be like somebody else. Just be your damn self, man. And I promise that's the cool thing too, man. Like I learned that a lot, man. Like being my damn self attracted the right people. Like I've always been me. Like no matter what, I've always been me. And like that has either ran people away from me or I've made me closer to people. And that's what you want. That's what you want. You want the motherfuckers to get out your life if they don't like who you are. Like you said, like you saying, like if they don't like that you working all the time and you going from work to soccer practice and shit, they don't like that. Cool, go live your life, my boy. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
mad at you, and it's nothing even take personal. It's not. It don't mean you gotta hate them because of that. They can hate you if they want to. They'll grow. They'll get out of it. That's immature as hell. But yeah, bro, it's just you got shit you trying to do with your life. Even at 16 years old, you want to do things with your life. Again, that's why you're on here right now with us. You got bigger visions and plans for yourself. So surround yourself with older people that doing stuff all the time, or and like um that are just that you even might even just label them as successful. Surround yourself with people that are just doing stuff with their life, that are always handling their business, that tell you I can't because I have to make sure I take care of this. Put yourself around those people because those are great people. Those are really great people. That's what life's about, man. You got to take care of your business. You just got to mind your business and take care of your business. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it, bro. Like don't worry about nobody else's business, bro. It's not for you to worry about. So yeah, I think life is amazing, man. Like it really is amazing. Like, I love life, bro, because you really, like I said, that was the first thing I said to you. But I mean, like you really can make it whatever you want. Like that's this whole always ways movement. Like you really can make life whatever you want. You just have to understand what comes with it. So if it was soccer, let's just say it was you want to be a professional soccer player, right? Do you understand the cons or the negatives that come with that, or the hard shit that comes with that? How much work, how much like on field work you have to do, how much off field studying you have to do, how much time away from your family you have to have. You know what I'm saying? How many sacrifices? Like that shit, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's not as simple as it looks. And that's not even talking about enduring injuries with it. Can you imagine the amount of injuries people go through with soccer? But it's nonstop. You're literally running into shins, bro. And I know
Mm-hmm.
they got, protection gear and all that, and people still get injured. You know what I'm saying? And then you just got, so you might have just twisted this way and now boom, you hurt yourself. How do you respond to that? Do you look at yourself like you're nobody now because of that? Or do you look at yourself like I'm a soccer player, but I'm not, but I'm bigger than that as well. This is what I love to do. This isn't all I am. I'm more than just a soccer player. I am, what is it? A Rafa? See?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's who you are. That's who you are. And that means you can be, and that means you can do as many things you want to do. You're not just a soccer player. You're not just a worker. You know what I mean? You're anything you want to be, bro. Anything. I mean, anything you want to be. But again, just accept it with all its ups and downs, bro. As long as you can accept whatever you want to be, as long as you can accept the ups and the downs with it, you'll be good, man. Because you can learn from all that, bro. You're gonna learn. That's the key, man. I think another one, man. Just always be a student, bro. Always keep being a sponge like you are right now. Like you just most of this segment, you have been just listening. Um, be like that. Stay like that. Get in rooms where there's people that are just you can learn from everybody in the motherfucking room. You're gonna meet people younger than you that you can learn from.
Hmm.
I learn from younger people all the time. That's what he was just saying. He gave you credit for you throwing out a more efficient or a better way to do something at work, and he didn't ever think about it. But you threw the idea out there. And he's like, well, you know what? Yeah, boom. Now we can do that then. You know what I mean? Because it does make sense. Why not do it that way? You know. So always be outspoken too. Continue to speak your mind, man. Again, like you said, like this episode said, express yourself, bro. Really express yourself, man, in any situation. As long as you understand that there is times and places for everything, bro. Because it ain't always for you to talk to like bring it up. Like you don't have to bring it up every time. Can't bring it up in front of everybody. I done did so much, bro. I done did so much shit at the wrong time, bro. Like real shit. I done fucked up a lot. Like I done did some shit at the wrong time and didn't know that I was doing it at the wrong time. And you going to do the same shit. You will too. And it's okay. It's okay. I'm still great. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. I still can move all my legs, my toes, my fucking hands, my fingers. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful to everything I can do, man. I'm still an athlete. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro. Just stay focused, man. Stay on your grizzy, man, and keep doing what you're doing, bro. I love it, man. Um, I, you got something to say, Goose?
Yes.
Hold on.
Just one last thing
Go
is
ahead.
like how you was saying is right now like how I told you too. You're good at like asking questions and all that, but sooner or later, like how we say, like you hear the phrase, the student becomes the master.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Take pride in that. It's just like how I said, like me and him have always been like me and him, one of our other boys named Bud, we've always been like outside the loop. Like we've always been like the last of a dying breed where it's just like we just always been different.
Yeah, for
Our
real.
shit's always been different. Like we've always
For
been
real.
ahead of the game, like ahead of the curve. We've always like I said, bro, I was fucking 16, bro, and like you could ask him, and it's not throwing it in their face or anything. But back then, when we were 16 and we'd go out to eat, I'd pay for me, him, and my boy.
He would. Man, like he said, he ain't nothing to brag about. It's just being real, bro.
Yeah.
He had the money. None of us worked. We didn't have jobs. He would pay for all of us. And then, like he said, never put it in our face.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
he wanted to just have a good time with the boys.
Exactly, and it's just like, and I never looked at them where it's like, I never once questioned oh, they're just hanging with me because I'm paying.
Man, right.
Like now, like how he said later on, you're gonna start seeing, especially now, because you're gonna be a sophomore or junior.
Junior.
All right, especially now, your junior year, because that's when I feel like, how you say, you're in the age where it's just like,
junior is a good year.
You're in the age where it's just like either you're still gonna be caught up in that like kiddie shit,
for real,
or you're gonna be on like, nah, bro, that shit dead.
Man, cutting that shit out. This could be good. This could be a great.
This is gonna it's gonna be your year where it's just like, you know who your real friends are and you know who isn't. So it's just like with them, it's just like they brought other shit to my life, like how he said he brought more like guidance or like shit, like trying to break me out my shell. Like he always wanted what was best for me. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate him for that. So like when we would go out, it was just like it was always love. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, and they would always be like, "Nah, bro, you don't got to pay." And I was like, "Nah, bro, I got it." Like I'm all like, I have it now. I'm all like, maybe one day I might not have it, and we go out to eat, and y'all got me. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it was genuine. So like I said, that was us back then. But like how I'm trying to tell you now is just like right now you're like the student, you're learning. The day of tomorrow, you have younger siblings, you have cousins and all that. They're gonna look up to you.
Yeah.
Or not just that, you're ahead of the game because how many of your friends have jobs?
Like couple.
But majority of them
don't.
All right. So like you and your couple friends that do have jobs, y'all ahead of the game.
No, for real.
Why? Because you know how hard it is to go wake up every day at 8, clock in at 8, clock out at 4.
It's pain.
Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? You know what it takes, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's like how you was telling me today, it's like, damn, bro, like my check's supposed to come out to this, but then they take taxes and all this. You know the pain of all that shit.
Right.
They don't. You only 16. Let's say they get a job at 18. When they get a job, you done been there, done that.
Mm-hmm.
So now you know what you got to do, type shit, you know? And they don't. So you're ahead of the game. So like now you become the person, like how we are, like we're giving back to you right now and our viewers, you know what I'm saying? We're giving back to them. We're just like giving them advice and shit. Now it's your turn. It's your turn to give them, give them tips. Be like, yo, when I was at work, this is how I would do it. Or like, or, you get older and you're like 21 now and it's just like you have a 16-year-old or 17-year-old looking up to you, like, or a cousin. And you see them spending their money on shoes, or you see them spending money on stupid shit. You be like, yo, like, don't be, you know what I'm saying? Now it's your turn. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you're just like a student now, and like you're soaking all this shit in, and and it's good, but keep keep being like, fuck, what's that word? Not optimistic, but just like, don't be afraid to just like speak your mind, like be open, like, fuck, what's that? Free will? Is that the word? Yeah, just like be free will. Yeah, just be free will, like just
free spirit.
Yeah, like just say what you got to say, like. Yeah, you're a student,
Outspoken.
but yeah, there we go. Just be outspoken. Like, yeah, you're a student, shit, but like how he said, bro, like we could learn from younger people too. You know what I'm saying? Because generations and eras change. Like we're from a different generation.
Straight up.
The generation's different. Like how we was saying too. Like sometimes we'll be like relationships back then was different compared to now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so the fuck was technology.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like you might be able to tell us some pointers on some shit. Don't be afraid to speak your mind, or like how we was saying, like if you see someone,
when he was 16, there wasn't even no Snapchat.
yeah, that's how old we are, bro.
There wasn't.
There was no hell no. There was no Snapchat. No. It was at 16 years old. There was no Snapchat yet.
No, it had just came out. Yeah, it had just came
It
out.
was coming. No, it was coming like the next. It came. It did come our junior year, but
It was like 2012.
yeah. Like when we, I'm not gonna say that's when it came. I don't know the year it came out.
I don't know
but
either,
like when
but
I found out about it, when it started coming popular type shit.
Yeah,
Like when everybody's on Snapchat. Yeah.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like don't be afraid to like
That shit
just
crazy. 2013, 2012.
speak your mind because it's like how I said. If you ever have a question, don't be afraid to say it. Just be outspoken because it's just like, or if you feel like we're wrong in certain shit, speak your mind because like how I said, we're not perfect.
It's important on how you do it too, though.
Yeah,
So always continue to work on your delivery. You'll know how your delivery is based off of how if somebody gets offended. Now, there's a very few people that just get offended and that's just what they do. But like this person that not often gets offended and they got offended, you might be like, "Damn, did I say it the wrong way?" So just be cautious and aware of that. So be aware of how you say stuff because
yeah,
it does matter too.
yeah. Because some people too, like how I'm saying, like okay, let's say you do put some people on some game or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Might be like
They might take it like you think you
yeah.
better than me.
You think right, exactly.
You
No,
know what
real
I'm saying?
shit.
No, there's people
You
like
think
that.
oh, so you think you know it all, huh? Oh, because
Yeah.
you working because you 16, huh? Like, no, that's not what it is. I'm
Nah,
actually,
it's
and
just
your intentions were actually
you're pure.
pure.
Yeah,
You really just wanted to help them out because you seen that they didn't know what they were doing, but they took it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
don't get offended by those people either, though, because you're gonna run into those a lot, and you just gotta just ignore it. Just rub your shoulders to it because the right person that you're trying to give that advice to is gonna take it. They're gonna take it. They're gonna be like, you know what? I know what he's talking about. Okay, let me try it at least. Let me see what he's talking about. Let me if I try it, and then you might fuck around in a few days, few weeks, months, whatever, even years, come past, and you run back into him again and say, "Thank you, man. That worked." You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Just yeah, you're a student now, but also don't be afraid to like put your sprinkle on certain shit or in certain people. Cause like I said, bro, like nobody's perfect. Just like how he said, just be careful on how you deliver it. Cause some people nowadays just misinterpret a lot of shit.
I do.
You know what I'm saying? And you'd be
Communication,
surprised.
motherfucker, boy.
Yeah, you'd be surprised
It's important as hell.
how
It's tough.
how just something you're trying to be so pure and genuine about, someone could take the wrong way and go about it differently. You know what I'm saying? So like, just it's like me at sometimes at work. Sometimes I'd be like joking around, be like, "Oh, you such a dumb." I say it in Spanish, but like, "Oh, you such a dumbass." This and this. But I say it joking around, but not just playing. But like, here, let me. You know what I'm saying? There's a way to joke, and there's like how I said, there's a time to joke, and there's a time to like be serious. So it's just like same with like with people, like you got to know who you talking to and how you could go about things. Because it's like, let's say I meet someone like myself. I know I could joke with him because I know I'm gonna know the difference between joking and being serious. Whereas like maybe I don't know you so well, and it's just like let's say I come and I start yelling at you jokingly, and then I'll be like, nah, just like, but this and this. You're gonna be like, nigga, you was over here just yelling, and like, you're not gonna know which something serious if I was joking.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying. So just be careful how you deliver shit, because everybody's different. But yeah, anything else?
No, I feel like we covered actually a lot, man. I think only other thing I would say, really just this is the kind of the moment where you kind of get the floor. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you can share anything you want to share with us. Maybe some hard decisions that you got that you going through. That maybe you want some advice with, or maybe something you just want to get off your mind or your chest. You know what I'm saying? And if we can help you, we will.
You guys covered some stuff I had in my mind.
Bro,
Mm-hmm.
what was some of that?
Like I how do I explain it? Like I don't know how to explain it right.
You try.
Mm, like how choose the right people to be with.
Yeah. You find yourself struggling with that?
No, but like
Okay, well, that's what's up.
that mainly.
Yeah.
And just help me to the future. Cause I just want guidance at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's what I was looking forward towards. You guys helped it.
Yeah. Okay. So how you feel like life's treating you right now?
Right now, since I started working, it's been perfect
How long you been working?
for like 2 months.
What's up? Yeah, that's what's up.
Like I've been learning a lot of things from the job.
Is your first job?
Yeah,
Damn, you've been working for 2 months too. That's what's up. That's all. That's dope. And you
like the people there, like they sometimes just, like give you good advice. You learn a little bit about them,
Yeah.
and you look at people different now. As back then, I used to look at people
Yeah.
because back then, I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
I used to criticize a lot.
Yeah.
Now, like I'm
Yeah, I've
like
been there.
like I can talk to people now.
Like you mean like what do you mean like when you say criticize like just like you feel like you always had something to say about
No, like just look at the person and just be like, nah,
them? Yeah. Oh, okay.
like I don't fuck with
Okay,
that
like
dude.
judging them. Like so
Yeah.
you see him, you'd be like maybe you didn't want to talk to him,
Mhm.
but now you're like more open to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
That's what's up. See, that's yeah, jobs can do that, bro. Hell yeah, I know what you mean. Like that's what you were saying right there. You were saying how like yeah, bitch, you can't just be at job at work and not talk to nobody. Like you got your customers, your customers around you dinner all day, and they're gonna ask you questions. So that's I fuck with that. Yeah, that's dope. So it's been opening you up then more,
Yeah.
becoming more open. Yeah,
Yeah. More friendly.
more friendly. That's a good one too. No, you're right. More friendly. Yeah, that's a real word, bro. Like being friendly is huge, bro. I'd advise you to continue to even be friendly with strangers, bro. Like that's a life, another life gem, bro. That people don't understand, man. Just being friendly with people, fuck, fuck the judging people right away. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? Like, how about you give them a chance?
Yeah.
Be friendly and see what happens.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, you might fucking man, you don't even know what you're gonna lead to. I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't, bro. I had my experience with that yesterday. I was in Anderson, Indiana, and met a guy. I literally just walked up to him because I was like, bro, where you get that fish from? Like he had some fried fish. We was at a basketball tournament, and I was craving fried fish. I was like, bro, where you get that shit? Look fire. Where you get that from? And he tells me, and then next thing you know, he's like, he likes my game. He tells me about how he likes my game, and I tell him like what I do. I got my Always Ways movement. I do YouTube. Then he ends up buying a wristband. I only charge $5, right? He gave me a $20 bill and said, "Nah, this is all yours. I'm gonna invest in you. I love what you're doing." You know what I mean? And we ended up talking and exchanging phone numbers. And this was a stranger that
Mhm.
I admired his that I literally just was friendly and just reached out and just was like, seen him sitting on a bench and said, "Hey, bro, where you get that fish from?" That's how the conversation started, and look where that led to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just an example, just a quick example of that, bro. Like, keep doing that, bro. Just be friendly and just be open to talk to people about any and everything. You know what I mean? Like any and everything. I know some people say like, don't share don't share your dreams. I know Cole even said it before. Like, if you don't share your dreams, they can't shoot them down. But I also feel like this: you can share your shit, bro, and like it's all about preparing yourself to be mentally tough to not let the negativity take your focus away from what you want to do. So like, I can share myself with you, but I am open enough and I'm aware enough that you could shoot my shit down. You know, especially if it's a stranger. Like, bro, that shit whack. But I'm strong enough. I shared it because I'm strong enough that I can handle that. Okay, cool. I believe in myself, so I don't give a fuck if you think it's whack. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying now? So like just be like that too. That'll take you far. You know what I'm saying? I think you can share your dreams and share what you want to do in life, people, because you know what? What that does is people lead you to the right direction, especially people that's been there or know people that've been there. Like they're gonna connect you with people, bro. And that's what happened. He even connected me. He's even connected me with other people. You know what I mean? He gave me. I got his son's contact, and his son wants to be a part of. You know what I mean? Wants to stay connected to me, and like, bro, it's just really dope how this shit works out, bro. That's why it's like I really do love the whole always ways movement, bro. Just you'd be surprised at what you do when you just always yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you just always outspoken and just giving that friend that love out. You know what I mean? Some really amazing shit happens. So, I'm gonna say, yeah. Is anything else you think you might want to know or you got questions about that might touch your mind?
No, y'all covered it.
Yeah, we covered a lot, right?
Yeah.
We really did, bro. We covered a lot of different topics just now, bro. That was yeah. And cool thing is, bro, this is all recorded, so you can always go back if you like. Damn, what do you say? It's on this channel, bro. And you can go back and watch it anytime, bro. We're not gonna take it down. And yeah, because we're teaching other people, man. We have a Rafa, 16-year-old worker, man, in our community, man, that came on here, man. Like I said, you broke the record for the youngest person on here, bro, and that's amazing. It really fucked me up when you said you were 16 too. I didn't even know. Like, I could tell you were young, but I didn't know you were 16 though.
A lot of people think I'm older.
Yeah, I would have took 18.
Yeah, that's what everybody thinks.
Because I didn't remember if Goose told me he never told me your age, I don't think, and if he did, I didn't remember.
I just told you he was in high school.
Yeah, see, there you go.
He had soccer practice that one time where he said,
Yeah. So I was like, and I didn't never think nothing of that. I
Yeah, I
was
had
like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
I had to cancel because I had a scrimmage.
Yeah, so yeah, and look, that's what I'm saying. We didn't get mad about that. We continue. That's what I'm saying. This is just grown folks shit. This is what real people do. We kept it going. The show went on. We still had a segment yet last week. I was never mad at you. Goose was never mad at you. And look, we're here now. Always ways, bro. Like we'll figure this shit out, bro. Like when you're communicating with real, people, they're gonna always try to be understanding. They will always be understanding with your priorities. Like they're not gonna put your priorities and be like, man, fuck your priorities. Like damn, that says a lot about somebody, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Really pay attention to that. Motherfucker be like, man, fuck it. No. Like it could be as simple shit as like a diet. It could be your priorities could be simple. I don't give a fuck, but that's what you consider a priority. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if somebody really fuck with you, they not gonna disrespect that. So yeah, man. Anything else you guys say, Goosey Goose?
Nah, I feel like that was a decent segment.
Yeah.
About life.
Yeah, man, life. Goddamn, I didn't know we was talking about life today. That was dope. That was awesome. Hey, that was a cool little. Yeah, go back in memory lane. What you get from life? Like what the fuck? I didn't even think about what the hell I learned from life. I appreciate that too, bro.
Like I said, like by you bringing that topic, like I said, it made me think back. Like I share shit since when I was young to like now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I feel like anybody that's like older and like that's like mentoring or teaching somebody, and you gonna want somebody younger than you to learn the lessons you learned, but faster.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hope it don't take you to get to 25 to learn that like it did me. You're 16. I hope you got that shit down by your. I mean, it'd be dope if you learned it right now. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. I know that's what Goose's aim is with you. Every time he talks to you, he's aiming that you learn the shit that everything he learned to this point right now, that you can learn it right now at your age. And look at that. You said you're 27, right?
Yeah.
27 years old. That's 11 years older than you. And if you learn most of the shit that he's telling you right now, imagine what you'll be by 27 years old. You'll be prepared by the time you already have it, so you already understand it. Shit like that. You know what I mean? It's shit like that, bro. That shit really it's a game changer, bro. It's a game changer, life changer. You know what I mean? That shit's huge, bro. So yeah, man, keep being open to that shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Keep asking questions, like he said, bro. Ask the motherfucking questions, bro. Ask the motherfucking questions. It makes you smart. The more you ask, because if you just start doing shit just because I want to do it, but you don't have the knowledge, that's really when you run into your mistakes, bro. That's really where most mistakes come from, because you don't know, but you're just trying to do something, But it's just a, what is it called? It's just like a weird. It's a weird. I don't know. Something that's just like it's weird because it's like ask questions. Don't be scared. Um, because if you do stuff without knowing, you could make a mistake. But there's also beauty in that, and that's where like you'll hear this phrase like this ignorance is bliss, because they're actually, because let's just say you did ask questions or you try to find out, but nobody knew or didn't know. Don't be scared to still try. If it's something that feels right, like within, like man, I should be doing this. I need to try this. Try it. Just understand it could come with, and just understand it's you're gonna learn something from that motherfucker. You're gonna learn something. You can try anything you want to, bro. Just understand you're gonna learn something. The world don't end like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't really got much more to say. I can just babble on. You know how I go.
Yeah, same here.
So
yeah.
we appreciate you, my boy.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's your boy
Same.
Ways, man.
It's your boy G Butters and our guest
Rafa.
Rafa.
Yes.
Hey man, hey, y'all seen it here, man. This is the first youngest one, man. This just letting y'all know, man. We're this isn't just a grown up thing, man. We're just looking for ways to get better, bro.
Yeah.
We're looking for ways to get better.
Spread to the
We're
community.
we're looking to express ourselves, man. We know anybody can express yourself. You know, a lot of people think that because of somebody's age that they just don't know shit. A lot of people probably label him too young. How you gonna tell a 16-year-old he's too young, but he's working and he's prioritizing work, school, and athletics? Come on, man. How you gonna tell me he's too young? A lot of you motherfuckers grown can't even balance work. You know what I'm saying? Work and have hobbies. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't tell him that. You know what I mean? He's a growing man, a young man, growing man, and he's trying to make something with his life, and he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, we're open to everybody, bro. Really are, man. So, hey, I love y'all, man. If you like this shit, go ahead and like it.
Yes, sir.
If you got a moment, comment. Maybe you want to come on the show, let us know. Maybe you want to, give your feedback about this whole topic, man. We open to that. And if you're down for the ride, subscribe. Oh, and I remember the other one. Yo, if you care or somebody you might care about that you feel like they could benefit from a conversation like this, like I said, maybe you want to get this information to one of your younger siblings or younger, nephew, niece, grandchildren, whatever. Some lessons you're trying to get to them, man, share it to them, bro. Go ahead and sit down and watch it with them. Maybe they can learn from it too. This what we trying to do. We just trying to get better, man. So again, boy ways, man. Love y'all, man. Hey, express yourself.
Yes, sir, bro.
All right, my boy.
Good segment, bro.
You too, boy.
Good segment.